Good morning, good morning, good morning, Joy Nook Club. It is your girl, Kiara Michelle. I'm so happy to have you here. We're so happy to have you here. You already know I have my co-host here with me, Miss Alenia Renee. And today we have someone that came to us with not just one book. She came with 3 books. Okay, I'm going to show you all 3 of these books. First, we got Thomas the Turkey. We got book number 1. Boy of Joy, my personal favorite, my personal favorite. And then we got Ronnie's Pool. And I'm going to tell y'all later on, some of y'all need to be like Ronnie, okay? Our author, Miss Lindsay Fink. I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about her, okay? She has been in the teaching field for over 20 years, and she has always been on the lookout for more fun and interactive books. She believes in writing stories that come to life in the hearts and the imaginative minds of children. And I know that is what we need the most of right now. Yeah. So Miss Lindsay Fink, I drop the mic to you.
Thank you. Thank you both for having me on. This is so lovely. I'm so happy to be here. And I really appreciate you guys and your compliments on the stories. I'm glad you have your favorite. We all have our favorite stories, our childhood stories. And mine is actually Ronnie's Pool because I grew up listening to my father tell me the stories about him doing all these adventurous things. And, I just had to write it down. I needed my kids to hear these stories too. So they're lovely. So I hope you all enjoy them too. And I was wondering if you would like me to read one of them. So right here, I do have Ronnie's Pool. And I would like to read just a little bit. Maybe I'll read the whole thing because it's not too long. So Ronnie was always very curious. He wondered how things worked. He wondered how things grew. And he wondered what he could do. One hot summer day, Ronnie wondered if he could have a pool in his backyard. He asked his mom. She said, "I'm very busy growing carrots." "Go ask your dad." So Ronnie asked his dad, "Dad, can we have a pool, please?" His dad thought long and hard and scratched his whiskers. Then he had an idea. "Sure, son. Here's a shovel." Ronnie was confused. "What am I supposed to do with this?" he asked. His dad smiled. "Why, if you want a pool, and it seems like you do, then you can go and dig one." Not at all thinking Ronnie would actually follow through. Ronnie couldn't believe his lucky rabbit's foot, so Ronnie mapped out the size of the pool in the grass and grabbed the shovel and began digging a hole. Now digging sure did take a while. Ronnie did not dig the hole for the pool in one day, and not in 2 days. Not even a week. "Say, what are you doing there, Ronnie?" asked Thomas the turkey. "Digging a pool. Want to hop on down and help?" said Ronnie. "I can't," said Thomas. "I might lose some feathers, and that would not be good." "Oh, yeah, I remember last Thanksgiving when you lost all your feathers. We had to search all over the house to find them," Ronnie replied. "We wouldn't want that to happen again, Thomas. Hey, can you spread out your feathers, which would help give me some shade while I dig this pool?" "You got it," said Thomas, who was happy to help his friend. Soon Dane the dog came round. "What you digging, Ronnie?" "A pool," Ronnie answered. "Want to hop on down and help?" "Sure, I love digging holes. Let's race and see who can dig the fastest." Lucky Ducky waddled by to say hi and asked Ronnie if Ronnie the rabbit and Dane the dog wanted some help. Lucky Ducky loved to help his friends, especially if it meant he would have a fun place to wet his feathers all summer long. Ronnie's sister Arlene came outside to see what was going on. "Ronnie, what are you up to?" she asked. "Digging a pool for us, Arlene." Arlene looked rather confused, twirling her rabbit's ear. Ronnie, it doesn't really look much like a pool." Arlene was imagining her and her friends swimming in the dirt. "That's because it's not a pool yet, Arlene. We have to dig the hole first before we fill it with water. Want to help dig?" "No thanks, but I can get you some cold carrot juice. You all look hot." "That would be great. Thanks, Arlene," Ronnie, Dane, and Lucky told her. Every day the friends gathered to work on digging a hole. In fact, it took all summer long and most of fall. By the time the pool was finished, It was just in time for winter. Ronnie asked his dad if they could fill it with water. His dad said, "Now, Ronnie, you've worked long and hard all summer and fall, but I'm afraid to say it's starting to snow. Your pool won't be a pool. It will be ice." The snow kept falling, but Ronnie was not to be deterred. Ronnie's mind was wheeling all day as he played in the snow. Then he had an idea. A smile spread across his face. He ran into the house and went through all his winter clothes. Snowshoes, nope. Sled, no thanks. Skis, not a chance. Finally, he found just what he was looking for. He ran outside to his dad and showed him the ice skates he'd found. His dad said, "Son, go grab the hose. We have an ice skating rink to fill." All winter long, the friends ice skated. And when summer came along, the ice melted and they had a pool. And guess who was the first to hop in? Ronnie, of course. So this story was so special to me growing up. Imagine hearing these stories about your father and his fun adventures and the things he did. And I just thought my kids need to hear these things because, in the end, that's how you become a successful person in life, is by thinking about something and following through and doing it. And they actually did call him Ronnie the Rabbit too, my grandmother.
I love it. Because I love the book because I always think there's something like deeper behind just a plain child story.
Yeah.
Especially because I'm a fan of personification. So a rabbit mowing the lawn, it was hilarious to me. But my question for Ronnie's pool was, why incorporate Thomas the Turkey in there?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. The way I first wrote the books was Thomas the Turkey was the first book I wrote. And my friend had encouraged me to, publish it. And I was like, really? She's like, you have to do this. It is so fun. Our kids love this. Like, your kids will just cherish it. And in that book, I had the friends, Ronnie and his sister and Arlene. And so I knew that they were always going to blend together as a series, have their own separate, lives. But it's like in real life, you have a group of friends and some of them are friends here and some of them are friends there. And it's true, Thomas the Turkey is a good character as well. And he's so funny.
He is. And when I saw him, I was like, look at Thomas. He up here showing off.
He was showing off, but I love Thomas the Turkey as well.
Yeah.
I love Thomas the Turkey. I also love the journal aspect that was in Thomas. Like, I love any book that you can write in, honestly. I do.
Yeah.
Those activities are needed.
I could spot a teacher a mile away, especially how you read that book. It's like, she read it like a teacher. I'm interested.
Yeah.
Now.
It's important to have something to engage the children with and kind of keep the momentum going. I've always felt that with books. If you can read a book and then have a project to go with it after and just carry it along and just it inspires their minds and they just go with it too,
Right. And they never forget it.
Right?
That's the thing. They won't forget it.
Yeah, that's true.
By having that hands-on experience with it, whether it's writing something, coming up with an idea, whatever activity, that definitely helps to ingrain it in their minds, the concept.
I've seen it firsthand because I read Thomas the Turkey to my daughter's class a year ago, and then just this past like a couple months ago, I read Ronnie's Pool to them, and they're like, "Hey, that's Thomas!"
Yes. Stuff like that makes my day. Yeah. Stuff like that. We all love a good crossover. Now join a club. We already know. I'm about to get deep. This book right here.
Oh yeah.
A heartache. It was a heartache. I know.
Oh.
So many people have lost someone they love and they know, and I'm like, this is a nice way to keep it peaceful and peaceful.
It is. And I had to think, I'm like, wait, did he pass away? So join the club. Since she didn't read this book, I'll give you a quick summary of what it's about. It starts off describing a young boy who is full of life and happiness and can put a smile on everyone's faces and make them complete. What's not actually said in the story, but it's on the back of the book, he passed away. And then the family is shown sad and the world is falling apart. And then they discuss clues that the boy left. Hearts in water, in waves in the sea.
I love it.
A rainbow. If a little butterfly lands on your knee, some wildflowers, and then of course feathers, like we see in Thomas the Turkey, feathers to show our gratefulness.
Yes.
It's his way of showing the family he's not alone.
Yeah.
He's there, showing signs all the way.
Yeah.
See them. If you open your eyes, especially when you're in those moments of grief, just be open to those moments, and they are there. They are there.
And you're right, Lindsay. You are so right, because, you know, the outside of the book, you're not thinking that.
No, I know. Yeah, I know.
I'm like, the boy of joy is on the surf. He is riding the waves, y'all. He is handling a whole bunch of business, okay?
I had to take a double take and say, wait, this is a children's book, right? Which led me to my question. It's such a question. I don't even know how to word it. When is the right time to get kids open to death?
I believe whenever they experience it. If someone's experienced a loss, or if they lost a loved one, or however, as a teacher, you have a kid, in your classroom, and maybe their parents are, in the war, or maybe, it's just like, I've never had an experience like this, like so close to me, until my friend's brother passed away. So it was so dramatic. And that book, it just came to me. But if there's a child in your classroom, or someone that has lost someone that they have loved, it is the perfect time to read that book to them. It's sad, but at the same time, it kind of opens the world to them to say, hey, they're gone, but they're still around you, and they can show you signs. And then it just kind of gives them something fun to kind of look forward to doing, to connect with their loved one that's passed away. And maybe you believe that, and maybe you don't, and both of those are okay. But it's also just giving them an activity to do to feel the love. If you want to believe it, great. If you don't want to believe in that, that's fine too. But it's important for the kid to feel loved, right?
Yeah. And in this society, people don't really know how to help kids who've lost. But you've done a great job in this book. Like, I think I might need this. I haven't needed it yet, but I will.
It's tough.
Yeah, it is. You took a tough topic for an adult to deal with, but then to have to navigate it with a child is a whole different ball game. And I thought that, because I was going to ask, so you don't answer my question, but but I will say, I thought you did a wonderful job, and it and as a teacher, and as someone who has lost some, people close to her, and then had children involved in the process, I thought you handled it with so much honesty and care, because people don't realize, yes, there are signs, there's things around you that just reminds you of either the love that person brought to your life, or brought into your life, or that, they're okay. They're okay.
Yeah.
They want you to enjoy the life that you have, because I think a lot of people retreat, when things like that occur. But and you showed the reality side of it, of a loss. And especially a loss of a child.
It was it's difficult, I mean, in real life, he's 30. He was 30 years old. I don't know, 31 maybe. It doesn't. He's still your child. My friend's
So,
mother still her baby, and he was the youngest
yep,
one in the family, and it doesn't make it any easier for anyone.
right.
They're all still grieving, and it's a tough time in
Yeah.
everyone's life. So my hopes are that you connect with nature. You just get back into doing the things that you love, and then
Yes.
you will feel that again. You will feel
Yeah.
that love, and you will grow, and you will prosper. And it does. I mean, it never goes away, but
Right.
you can move forward.
There you go. There you go. Like I said, you don't answer my question. I'm doing it.
You good? You good now?
I'm good.
You good? Okay.
That title.
Are there?
It was funny naming it "The Boy of Joy" because I didn't want that to be misleading. But when I tell you, Tyler was one of the most joyous persons you will have ever met in your entire life. Like the biggest smile, just always up with doing fun stuff, and so easy to connect with. And so the title, it just was who he is. So
Right. Right. I'm all about joy. Joy Nook
Right.
Club, Joy Nook Network.
I know.
I am joy.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Are there any more children's books in your future?
Oh, for sure. This is just the beginning for me.
This is just the beginning.
I love writing. I love it. I've definitely found my passion.
Now, just children books?
You know what? I have, yes, probably for now. I will never say never on anything, but for now, I'm in my zone, and I got a couple more for Ronnie's pool. The whole Ronnie series will come through. I got a couple.
Oh, we got a Ronnie series.
Yeah, because my dad used to tell us a lot of bedtime stories. The next one for Ronnie's will be Ronnie's Swing. So you can guess what he did there.
Oh, Lord, Ronnie, that's my man. I'm not going to lie.
I may need a pool. I want a pool built.
Oh, you got to.
I want a pool.
Gotta get a shovel and get out there.
Exactly. But don't invite me to help you out. I'm gonna be chilling.
You can fluff your feathers like Thomas. Provide some shit.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah, everyone can help.
Now, with Thomas the Turkey, what I love about it is because it can also teach how to not stress out when you lose something, to just retrace your steps.
True, yes.
I always look past just child stuff. I'm like, okay, what's a message here?
Yeah, that one. I couldn't make it home for Thanksgiving, and it was my daughter. She was 2 at the time, and my friend had a 2-year-old too. And she's like, "We gotta make this special." I'm like, "We do." And I literally put it together. I'm like, "Oh, this will be super fun. We'll have a feather hunt, you know." And so I put it together. It wasn't a book, you know. I just did it on my iPad, and so we hid the feathers around the house, and we went through it. And she just kept looking at me. She's like, "You have got to make this a book. Like, you have got to make this a book." And I'm like, "Yeah, I think I do."
I love it. I love it.
And I just love the colors, the rainbow feathers. Like, it's just. And it can reach every age. Like, you can, you've had like 8 and 9-year-olds working with the younger siblings, and they're like, "Oh, I'll make the book. You go hide that feathers." And it's like this little team, and it's just beautiful the way kids conduct things on their own, because it is very easy to read. Like, any age could really, you know, once they're of reading age, they can read and play with it. And then, you know, Thanksgiving, parents can cook dinner. The kids can play.
They can play. They have something to do.
Right.
Yes. So we know this was inspired from that, and Ronnie's Pool is inspired from your dad. Were your children at all any inspiration as well?
Yeah, because they inspired me to write Thomas the Turkey. I wouldn't have done it, I don't think, if I didn't have children, because I would have been in that moment to be like, I got to make this special for them. So yeah, I think that was just kind of like the thing to get the ball rolling. And I'm glad
children to do that to you.
They do. So many ways, so many little things. They're so good.
Yep, you're absolutely right. Oh my gracious. This is good. See, I knew there was more. I said she done sent us 3 books. Y'all wish she sent the 3 books. I was so excited. I got so excited. I was like, oh my goodness, she sent 3 books. Which one do I start with? Then I started reading. I was just like, oh Lord, she done got me all messed up with Boy and Joy. I said, I need another book. I need another book. Then read the other book. So
I know.
I like that they're all so different as well. Like they all carry a different meaning. So
yes.
and they will, like Thomas the Turkey, that series will continue to be like a lost and found kind of a thing. And
Okay.
very, very simple and very fun for families to kind of like. The next one will be he's lost all his marbles at the park.
Don't do that to my Thomas. No, not my Thomas.
Quirky character. I'm like, this guy is just he's a funny.
Look at his full face, guys.
He is quirky.
I love it.
And Ronnie's Tales, that series will be about, making things and building things, and and the Boy of Joy, I'll keep that as its own little.
Right.
It deserves to be its own, yeah.
Fair tribute to my friend's family more.
Yeah. I think it's a beautiful tribute.
Thank you.
It's beautiful.
It is. When they saw the book cover, how did that family feel?
Oh, they all cried. And the funny part is, I wasn't here to give them the book. My mom and my sister did it for me. And then they gave it to Daisha, my friend, and her sister Haley came walking up just randomly, and she's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh my God, Lindsay wrote a book. Oh my God." She took it down and started reading. I was crying.
Oh.
I was like, "Oh my word," So it was a very special and random that they both happened to be in the same place.
Right.
It was a very beautiful book.
It was.
Very.
Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful book. A beautiful book. I you notice you got me speechless.
She's speechless. And she answered all my questions.
She did. But that's good. I mean, I think with the Joy Nook Club, it's just understanding that children's books are there to help them to navigate life. That's how they learn lessons.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, yes, they learn it from us at home, but a good book and having
helps to understand way more. That's why I asked the tough questions, so you parents know it's not just a child's book, okay? It's deeper than that.
Yes. Yeah. It will help you explain things sometimes when it is tough. Just like, Ronnie's pool to me was just kind of how I always navigate things.
Yes.
It may not be right now, but it doesn't mean it's a no and you can't do it or you're not able to. And but as you go through the process, it may not be as easy, but if you persevere,
right,
because that's all he did. And then he was able to have an ice skating rink
and a pool. But he also had the help of friends.
Right.
So I have this one question. Did you have any hidden message behind the friends helping?
Well, you know what, I originally was just going to have it be Ronnie the rabbit doing it. And I was kind of, his friends are important because my friends are important. Like friends in your group, like you can't do everything on your own, Right. So it was just perfect to throw in Thomas the Turkey and then his sister Arlene, and my aunt is like, I can't believe I'm famous. I had a bunny made for her because I had Arlene Rabbit.
Oh, that is so cute.
That's to my I'll give that to her.
Oh, that is,
yeah.
See what I mean, y'all?
No, and even that you had your support system, but they were also to help in different ways. Because I don't know, I think it was Arlene who's like, I'm not gonna dig that hole, but I'll bring you some lemonade.
Well, it's a team effort, and not everybody has to do one thing. So
right.
I'll pitch in the way that you're capable of pitching in. So I think a lot of times too with books, it can kind of be like, oh, you have to do it this way, or there's going to be that main character and then a big breakdown, and then everybody rushes in to try and
Right.
help. And
Yeah.
it doesn't always have to be like that. Kind of be like, hey, I got this idea, like, let's do it. And oh, if you want to help, sure, bring your abilities and let's do this thing.
Right.
It was
Yes,
just
your books.
yeah,
Yes.
it all kind of comes together in the end without because a lot of times sometimes the characters kind of feel like they're being told what to do, you know,
Mhm.
and kind of them discovering their talents and making it happen, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They represent real life, which more books need to do,
Yeah.
which more books are starting to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
And my favorite part of that book is the plot twist where it's like, wait a minute, it's winter? You mean we can have our pool?
See, and there's another lesson in that. Wait, outside thinking. Not
Yep.
giving up. There's another lesson in that.
Yep.
Just think about something else. The ice skating ring.
Do not give up.
Yep. Yep. And that's what I saw when going through it. I was like, I like this because it wasn't just the pool.
Right.
It wasn't just the pool. And you're right, when you were talking about the friends, I think about my friends, even in that situation, and hear what I'm 50 years old. And my sister girls, I know which each of them will do. I know one will pray for you and cry with you. Okay, I already know that. I know one will just be. You know, and you know their capacities, and I love them each for their capacities.
Because sometimes you need something in that sense where you're like, I just need a shoulder to cry on right now. You know? And you just need someone to like laugh and go have a glass of wine. Like
right, exactly.
Like,
yes.
You know, you're
right.
Play a role.
Right, exactly. You need to turn up. Everybody coming. We're going to turn up.
That's how you get your pool dug.
Yep, that's right, exactly. Lindsay, see, you know what? You can be my friend. Yep, exactly. We sure know.
Yes. Yes, y'all can be friends. Then come visit me. I like pretzels. I don't do wine, but I like pretzels.
We'll let you get in the pool.
Yes. Yes. You let me get in the pool. Well, we hope when you come out with some more books that you come back to us, because we have enjoyed you so very, very much.
It's just been lovely. Thank you.
Yes. Can you please share with everyone where they can purchase your books, please?
Yeah, you can get them on Amazon, Lindsay and Fink Books, or you can go on my website, lindsayandfink.com, or you can you can also check out my Instagram page. It's literature_art_fun. And
literature_art_fun.
Yes, and that I always do a book and a project, so you can always find these books are all there, and I have a book and then a fun project to do afterwards. You can even dig a pool.
And that's the teacher for you. They always got something extra. That's the teacher. You know, my mom's a teacher, so I get the need for a project. Yes.
Oh, lovely.
I get the need for a project.
Yeah. So, and my kids love doing the projects too. They love. Yeah. So it's.com, and you can check out my Facebook as well, which is Lindsay and Fink Literature, Art, and Fun.
Okay.
Thank you so much, guys. And don't rush to grab that pen to write this down. You know it'll already be in the bio when this airs. So you join a club. I hope you enjoyed this. And I leave you with this quote by William. It says, the most influential of all educational tactics is the conversation in a child's home. The conversations about building a pool if they wanted a pool, finding the feathers, being thankful and grateful for everything you have, or looking for the little small signs of life if you've lost a loved one. Talk with your children, guide them through this, and these books can help if you don't really know where to start. Yeah. Join a club. Thank you so much. It's been real.
Bye.